A long time ago, God was looking over all his creation and the people within it, and he realised that they were all living really evil lives. So he decided that he was going to destroy the entire earth with a flood. But there was one man, and his name was Noah, and he listened to the Lord, and he was a good guy. And God decided that he was going to save Noah's life. So one day he was speaking to Noah, and he said, I want you to build an ark. And an ark is a massive, massive boat. And it was weird because they'd never seen rain before. They were miles and miles away from any water. But God said, you are to build this ark, and it needs to be big enough to fit 2 of every single animal inside. So Noah and his family worked on this ark, and the people laughed at him. They thought he was ridiculous for building this boat in the middle of the desert. And they laughed and laughed and laughed. And then one day he finished building the boat, and he got in and opened the doors, and God brought 2 of every single animal that was living on the earth onto the boat. This was like giraffes and lions and all kinds of animals. And Noah shut the door, and as he did, there was a massive cloud over the skies, and suddenly it started to rain. And it didn't rain for a tiny bit. It rained for 40 days and 40 nights. And the whole entire earth was flooded. There was no land in sight. And Noah stayed on the boat for a very long time with all these animals. And it came to a point when the rain stopped, and Noah sent out a dove to go see if there was any land. And the dove came back, which meant that there was no land for them to park the boat on yet. But a little while later, some days later, they sent out the dove again. And when it came back, it had a little branch in its mouth, which meant that things were starting to grow. And he sent it out again a few days later, this time not returning, which meant that no one knew that they were ready to land the boat and the waters were starting to go. And the boat landed, and Noah was so thankful that God had saved their lives. And God spoke to him again, and he put a rainbow in the sky and said, I promise never to flood the whole entire earth again. And he never did. And from Noah, they were able to spread out and repopulate the entire earth. What an amazing hero Noah was.